Welcome back to Inside Jacksonville. Sometimes community heroes don't receive much attention, and they work in the background.
At the Jacksonville nonprofit organization Dreams Come True, one employee works every day to turn wishes into reality.
Andrea Syracusa makes dreams come true. As a community relations manager for the Dreams Come True organization, Syracusa works with companies and donors to grant wishes to children with life-threatening conditions. But she didn't always plan to go the nonprofit route coming out of college.
I went for PR and communications, and I was told, if you want to make the money, if you want to be successful, and you want to have like a real, not lavish life, but really, go corporate, do, celebrity. Don't go nonprofit route. You're not going to make the money. It's not going to be as rewarding.
But what Andrea learned is that rewards come in many different colors, not just green. Sometimes the greatest reward comes when she looks into the eyes of a child who's facing very long odds.
What I really love more than anything is I actually get to bring together people who work so hard to raise this money. Bring them here to our office to meet directly the child that they're helping. It's the biggest reward for me.
Andrea finds that her work often gives her a perspective she never had. The conditions of the children they work with can be overwhelming. It makes her thankful for what she has in life and what she can do in the lives of others.
Every time I talk with someone, I get to feel like your life's going to change. You're going to see what you've been able to do.
Sherry Criswell is the executive director of Dreams Come True. She finds a small setting helps her develop a closer relationship with Andrea and her coworkers so they can better affect children's lives.
That makes the dynamic in the office a little different probably than a lot of corporate settings, because we do kind of act more as a family and as a team that's really know we have to make things perfect for these children.
It might not be the life Andrea always planned on, but it has given her the opportunity to make a difference in so many lives, given her a purpose she never expected.
This is where I want to stay because we're making a difference, and that's what our community needs. It needs people out there making a difference, impacting those who don't have what we have every day.
Andrea said that as long as a child meets the requirements, they will never be denied a wish. Dreams Come True will be celebrating their 3,000th wish sometime next week. It's not unusual for a lot of people to consider sports stars heroes.
That's because of what they do on the field and on the court. The athlete doesn't deserve it, but Danielle Day has the story of one special athlete whose whole life is an inspiration.
There is no mistaking that Kenton Bell is different from most soccer players. He's spent his whole life dealing with something that most people can't imagine. But Bell says he doesn't think twice about it.
To me, this is normal.
Yeah.
Because I've had this condition all my life, so I'm used to just this. At the age of 16, I just decided I didn't want, it's too hard being pitiful and all sad and depressed, and just to go for it.
Bell's always been interested in sports, especially soccer. About 3 years ago, he and his friend Julius Maynor had an idea. It's resulted in this, the Brooks Barricades Power Soccer Team.
We actually had an exhibition for power soccer, and Ken came up to me and said, "Hey Julius, we can do that, we can take these guys on." So he ran with it.
The Barricades is a soccer team, yes, but it's a whole lot more. Gregory Crawford can attest to that.
From the very beginning, it's changed my life, because before getting involved with Brooks in general, I didn't really have much to do. Found this to do inspired me to want to do more with my life.
Brooks Rehabilitation Hospital funds a power soccer program. Michael Braum is a Brooks employee. He's been head coach for about a year, and he says he loves working with the team.
I got connected with the Brooks Adaptive Sports program, and they knew that I was interested in soccer previously to come into Brooks, and there was a need for the power soccer team. So it was kind of a natural fit for me, and there was a lot of interest from the players too.
Up next for the team, a road trip. The conference tournament in Minnesota in a couple of months.
And playing teams from Minnesota, Massachusetts, Indiana, Ohio, and teams we never played before. So it's a big leap for us.
The Barricades Power Soccer team has given Bell the opportunity to show that arms and legs aren't necessary to win the respect of his teammates.
He's been a strong leader, just with getting other people interested, teaching people the game, the newcomers that come in, and telling them, you know, what the rules are and how to get better and how to practice.
No matter what the Barricades do in the tournament, it's safe to say Kenton Bell will come home a winner no matter what. Danielle Day, Inside Jacksonville.
Danielle adds that Bell has a roommate who helps him do the regular everyday things that he just can't do himself.
We all had that one person in high school, either a teacher or a mentor, who was always there to listen and guide us through the typical struggles of teenage life. Sylvie McCarthy has a story of one such hero.
Paul Woods has been a teacher and a youth leader for the last 20 years. Woods is the youth pastor at Trinity Baptist Church on the west side. He's influenced the lives of more students than he can count, and that's not something he takes lightly.
Having influence on teenagers is really what it's all about. And through life experience, I just have such a strong desire to see them make good choices as they grow up.
Woods has formed close relationships with many of the students in his youth group. It's a bond that goes beyond graduation.
Yeah, you know, that's important to me. I'm not in it till where they get to 18 years of age, graduate, and are gone. It's very important to me that I look at it as a lifelong relationship.
24-year-old Jeanette Cosin is the youngest of 4 siblings who all went through Woods' youth group. Watching her brothers and sister grow up under Woods' guidance made Cosin that much more excited to also be a part of the youth group.
My brother was in his first group of youth group kids when he was about 13 or 14. So I knew him for years, and I always thought he was such a cool person, and because my brother said so, and I couldn't wait till I was in 9th grade so I could be in the youth group too.
Cosin says Woods had a huge influence on her teenage years, mostly by just being there to listen.
No matter what kind of day you've had or what kind of dumb thing you say when you're 15, he always just was such a genuine person who made you feel good about yourself and helped you through typical teenage life struggles.
Cosin graduated from UNF last year and works at Trinity Christian. She says without Woods' influence, her life would have turned out very differently.
He was always there when you need him to be, and it definitely helped shape where I was going to go for college.
Even though Cosin is an adult and recently married, she still values her friendship with Woods. She says she might not even be married if it wasn't for Woods.
And the biggest influence he's probably had in my life recently is he told my husband to ask me out, and 3 years later we're married. So thank you, Paul Woods, for my husband.
Melody Brown is another one of Woods' former students. Woods was her 7th grade geography teacher. Woods' influence on her life has also gone way beyond the classroom.
Even today, I see him all the time, talk to him, text him. He did my marital counseling before he got married.
Woods loves his job and the way it allows him to influence teenagers in so many different ways. He keeps doing it because the kids keep coming back as adults to say thank you.
It has a lot of value to me.
Sylvie McCarthy, Inside Jacksonville.
I've had so many teachers over the years that you can still, they kind of blur together, but I can kind of still look back and remember those really great teachers that I had and the impact they had.
Definitely influential teachers. It's nice to see a teacher who really cares about its students.
Absolutely.
And coming up after the break, a hero who can help you overcome your fears.
Well, watch out for that first step. It's huge.